We have already discussed that what is the meaning of sine square theta and sine theta square. I have explained earlier also that sine, cos, tan, these are the trigonometrical operators. This sine is basically operator, right? And there is a square on operator. It means you have two operators, sine and sine, right? But this theta is operand. You have to take the sign of this theta. So this is our operand, right? So there is two operator sine, but there is one operand theta. Why it is so? It is, you can say, just like according to rule of grammar, right? If something is same for two things, we should not write again and again. So it means theta is common to both. That's why here only theta is written, and square is on the operator here. So it means there are two operators, sine and sine, and the operand will be
Yeah.
same, theta. So here you can say you have to find tan square 30. Now you can see that the square is on operator, not on operand. It means you have two operators, tan and tan again, and this 30 will be common to both.
Yeah.
So now you have to multiply tan 30 into tan 30. Tan 30 is what? 1 by root 3 into 1 by root 3. So you will get 1 by 3. So its answer will be 1 by 3. Right? Similarly, if you have to find this sine of theta square, clearly see here the square is on theta, not on operator. So if you have to find sine 30 square, it means you have to find sine of 900 degree. That is entirely different. Is it okay?
Okay.
Have
Yes,
you
sir.
understood?
No, so I knew how to do that, but I don't know the value of tan 30.
Okay, okay, that's another thing. But I think you should remember some particular values. For example, for 0 degree, for 30 degrees, for 45 degrees, for 60 degrees, and for 90 degrees. You have to remember this, right? If you have the calculator, you
For
can
sine,
find.
cos, and tan.
Yes, yes, for sine, for these angles, you have to remember for sine also, for cos also, and for tan also. If this paper is your paper one, I think this is paper one, right? In this
Yeah,
paper you have
non-calculator.
you sorry,
Yeah, paper one.
this is paper one. I think in this paper you should not use your calculator. This is
Yeah, yeah.
non-calculator based, so it means that you must remember these values. For example, sine 0 is 0, sine 30 1 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, and sine 90, that's the 1. Similarly, cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, cos 60 1 by 2, and cos 90, that's the 0. Tan 0, let me change the color. Tan 0 is 0, tan 30 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is root 3, and tan 90 is undefined, or you can say infinity. I have already discussed how to remember these values. You should write these values since this is paper 1, and the this question indicates that you should remember these values. Any question?
So, what's a good way to remember them?
Sorry,
What's a good way to remember them?
how to remember?
Yeah.
See, see, okay, just a minute.
Wait, so 1 second. I'm just writing it quickly.
Oh, sorry. See Rishit, first of all, see, you have to remember sine values, cos values, and tan values. Just try to remember only sine. If you have remembered this sine value, all values will be automatic recalled. See, what's the concept? So we have to find sine 0, we have to find sine 30 degree, we have to find sine 45 degrees, we have to find sine 60 degrees, and we have to find sine 90 degrees. First of all, these angle values are on the table of 15, right? 15 zeros are 15 twos are 15 threes are 15 fours are, like this, right? Sine
Okay.
0 is 0. Sine 30, if you pronounce this 30 in Hindi, Hindi, I know 30 in Hindi is what? Tees, this is
Peace.
sine tees, tees, right? In
Yeah.
Hindi 30 is tees. So sine tees is just like scientist, isn't it?
Yeah.
SCIEN, sorry, SCIENTEST, scientist. And scientists are half mad. It is generally said that scientists are half mad. So sine this is half. Any problem? Sine
No,
45
no.
is 1 upon root 2. You have to just remember. Sine 60 root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is 1. See, in this sine table, I think this value is easily remembered. This value is easily remembered. And this value is easily remembered. Agree? These three values
Yeah.
are very simple to you. Just focus on this sine 45 and sine 60. Just two values. If you remembered these sine values, it is very easy now to recall cos and tan, right? Can we proceed for cos?
Oh, yes, sir.
See, sine and cos are complementary. See, Rishit, we have two options to remember these all values. First is straightforward, just remember. The second is to link everything. The first thing will be linked to second, second will be linked to third. So now we have to study that there is a relation between sine and cos. Sine and cos are complementary, right? For example, someone is asking cos 0, what should be the cos 0? So you have to find complementary angle of 0. Can you tell me the complementary angle of 0? What is the complementary angle of 0? Do you know the complementary angle?
No.
You know complementary supplementary angle?
No.
These are fundamental. See, what is the complementary angle? Complementary angle are those pair of angles whose sum is 90 degree. What is the supplementary angle? These are very fundamental thing you should know. Supplementary angle. What is the supplementary angle? Those pair of angles whose sum is 180 degree, right? So please see,
Okay.
if I am asking complementary angle of 0 degree, it means what should be the other value of angle such that summation of 0 and that angle should be 90. So it should be 90 degree, isn't it? So if someone
Yeah.
is asking cos 0, think about sine 90. It's complementary in sine. See, I have to find cos, but I will think sine, but complementary angle. And I know sine 90 is what? 1. So it should be 1. Is it okay?
Oh, yeah.
Let us
Okay.
suppose someone is asking cos 30. See, I have not remembered cos values. I have remembered sine values. So I will try to convert it into the sine expression. So I have to recall sine. What is the complementary of this 30 degree? What should be added in this 30 so that it becomes 90? What is the
60.
complementary angle? Yes, complementary angle of 30 degree. It should be 60 degree. So you have to think about sine 60, and you have remembered sine values, so it should be root 3 by 2. Have you understood this?
Oh, okay.
Let
Okay.
us
Yeah.
suppose we have to find cos 45 degree. I have to think over sine values. So sine of, now what should be the complementary angle of 45 degree? Can you tell me the complementary angle of 45 degree?
45.
Again 45, yes. So sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. So it should be 1 upon root 2. Now cos 60 degree, I have to think on sine values again. So sine of, what should be complementary of this 60 degree? It should be 30 degree. And
30.
sine these, sine 30, sine these, scientist, it's half mad, it's half. And cos 90 degree. So we have to think over sine. What should be the complementary angle of 90 degree? It should be 0. So
0.
sine 0 is what? 0. So you got all
0.
cos values. So my
Okay.
my explanation is that if you have remembered sine values by heart, then you will not get any problem, you will not uh, suffer any difficulty in finding the cos value, isn't it? Are you getting this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just remember the sine values by heart. There should be no confusion in sine values, and in sine only two values, sine 45 and sine 60. That's so simple, right? Now what is the
Yeah,
tan?
yeah. Okay, sir.
Tan is what? Tan is basically sine theta upon cos theta, you know this.
Yeah, yeah.
So if someone is asking tan 0, what it should be? It should be sine 0 upon cos 0, right? Cos sine 0 is what? 0. Cos 0, it means sine
Zero.
90, it
Zero.
means 1. So 0 upon 1 is 0. So tan 0 is also 0. Someone is asking tan 30 degree. So tan 30 is what? Sine 30 upon cos 30. When you will put all the value, you will get 1 over root 3. Are you getting my point? Tan
Oh, yeah, yeah.
45, see, sine 45 upon cos 45. See, sine 45 and cos 45 are equal. Are you getting this point? So when you take the ratio, you will get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we have to find tan 60 degree. It should be sine 60 upon cos 60, and when you will put the values, you will get root 3. Now tan 90 degree, that is the sine 90 upon cos of 90. Sine 90 is 1, cos of 90 is 0, so that is undefined, or you can say infinity, right? Now I'm again minimizing this table, right? See Rishit, in tan table, see tan 0 is 0, you will remember easily. Tan 90 is infinity or undefined, you will remember easily. Tan 45 is equals to 1, you can remember easily, right? You will get
Yeah, yeah.
confusion, a big confusion, in tan 30 degrees and in tan 60 degrees. You will get a big confusion, or you can say uh, problem in remembering tan 13 tan. You can get rid of this confusion very easily. See, you know, tan,
Yes, sir. This is good. I remember this.
you can remember.
Yeah, this method you gave is good.
No, I am giving you other method for tan 30 and tan 60, how to see, how to minimize my time in recalling tan 30 and tan 60. See, tan 30 degree
Okay.
and tan 60 degree, and you have 1 upon root 3 or root 3. Just you have to select these pairs. So please see Rishit, there is one more link and information you have already, we have already discussed this information. You know, tan theta is an increasing function. I think in the last class we have discussed this, tan theta is an increasing function. Do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me 30 degree and 60 degree, between 30 degree and 60 degree, this one is greater? So when you,
60. Yeah.
yes, when you take tan both side, which will be greater? This inequality will be still hold, still this. And can you tell me 1 upon root 3 and root 3, out of 1 upon root 3 and root 3, which will be greater? Out of 1 upon root 3 and root 3, which is greater number? This is greater.
Root 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
1.732 and this is less than 1. So this is a greater. So greater value correspond to greater angle. Now all confusion out. Are you getting my point? See,
Yep. Yep.
out of tan 30 and tan
Yes.
60, maybe root 3 or 1 upon root 3. Both are similar. Many students gets confused. So what I suggest, that root 3 is greater, 60 is greater. So root 3 will correspond to tan 60. Is it okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Any problem in remembering this table?
Oh, no, sir.